Good morning, everyone. How are you this morning? Um, Welcome to Me First Mornings. Oh, hold on a second. Are we on? Yes, we're on. Okay. Welcome to Me First Mornings. I am your host, Patricia Ribeiro Wilson. I am one of the hosts of Soul Seekers TV. And also, I am an intuitive coach, an energy healer, and I'm here to help you release some of the old patterns and step into your new, more powerful life full of peace, freedom, success, or whatever it is that you search for in your life that makes you feel fulfilled as a human and as a spiritual being. So thank you for being here. I'm just going to make sure that I have people on. If you're here, please say hello. I'm going to do my best to not make this too long, but I am going to share my video onto, I'm just going to share this now. All right. So join me if you're here, and please feel free to say hello. That would be amazing. Oh, I just shared it to myself. I forgot I'm doing this on my page. I'm so used to doing things with Linda. So I'm on my own today. I usually have a partner in crime, whether it's Linda from Soul Seekers or Marissa from Goddess Gatherings. But today I'm all on my own. And I'm really, really happy to be here with you. It's a little odd to not have someone specific to talk to, but I'm glad to be here. Okay, so here's what Me First Mornings are about. I was actually going to start with, bring on my robe and be in my pajamas, but I have to actually get up and get ready in the morning sometimes. So maybe one of these days I'll come on in a robe. Pants are required for you, are not required, they're optional for you watching. Also, regular clothes, optional because I can't see you. So, feel free to feel comfortable. Grab yourself a tasty beverage. This morning, I have my Upstate and Chill mug that I got upstate. And I'm having a little coffee. I've tried to be a warm lemon water kind of person, and I am that sometimes, but I really love my coffee. So we're gonna do this morning with coffee. And it's about me, right? This is Me First Morning. So it starts with me here, and at home it starts with you. So whatever it is that you want to drink, or whatever it is that you want to do to set your morning straight or right, or what gets you in the right place, then let's do that. So I want to start with setting a little intention, and I actually wrote a little prayer for us to start the morning. So this is actually going to be helpful for you guys and for me, because this is going to keep me showing up for you, to help you through this, and also give me a morning routine. So thank you for being here and inspiring my morning routine. Okay, so let's just take a deep breath and hold and release. And let's do that 2 more times. And a 3rd time. And shake it out, shake it out. Let's wake ourselves up this morning. Let's get our energy moving. One of these days, I'm going to get some music and we can have a little dance party in the morning. But right now, we just want to get ourselves breathing and moving and maybe stretching if you can. Let's remember that this is us sort of waking up to the day, and we say good morning, right? I say good morning to you. You can go outside and say good morning to nature. Say, hey, birds, good morning. Say good morning to whoever's in the house with you. Hopefully everybody's at school or at work. If not, unless they're in a meeting, then, say good morning. And I'm saying good morning to you. All right, so here we go. Divine Mother, Infinite Father, Creator, archangels, spirit guides, ancestors, and all beings of 100% pure white light. Allow me to be a clear and open channel without hesitation or ego of your light and love. May the highest vibration of infinite consciousness connect with my higher self and release any and all things that do not serve me. Help us to embody our intentions for the day and help us raise the collective vibration for the highest and greatest good of all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So be it, so it is. And you can take a moment right now if you're here and if you have your journal, just jot down maybe what your intention for the day is. So I can tell you that for my day, my intention is to have the day go as smoothly as possible, to be productive, and also to be mindful. I do find myself getting caught in the day. I get caught in the momentum of do, go, go, go. And I have a very busy day today. So I'm going to intentionally take a deep breath in between my calls and my lives. I will be back later with Linda for our usual Soul Seekers Matters of the Soul Mondays at 1:11. So you'll see me again. Hope you don't get sick of me today. But between all of the things that I have going, I'm going to take an intentional deep breath. I'm going to make sure that I am taking in my day and not just rushing through my day. I think that that's really important. For those of you who are watching live, thank you for being here. And those of you watching the replay, thank you for watching. And please jot down #replay and let me know if you're planning on joining me for this month of March. So today is going to be a little bit of a get to know what this month of March is going to be about. So my intention for these Me First mornings is to come on every day. We're going to set a little intention together. I'm going to pull a card, which I'm going to do next. And then I'm going to give you like a 5 to 10 minute lesson or tip or tool or strategy that I use. And I'm going to teach you a formula that I developed. Now, formulas, blueprints, blah, blah, right? But I created this formula because it just reminds me of the things that I need to be mindful of when I'm making decisions or when I'm going about my day and I find myself kind of feeling out of whack or maybe not feeling the way that I want to feel and not embodying things in my day the way I want to. So we're definitely going to go through that. This month is going to be all about kind of retraining ourselves to get back to our center, to get back to our happy place. And I always refer to it as the GPS. So we're going to go into that soon. But in the meantime, let's see here. I'm going to pull. So the card deck that I'm pulling from today is the Angel Prayers card from Kyle Gray. And if you see me, if you watch me through here at Goddess Gatherings, you'll know that I'm a really big fan of Kyle Gray. I just like his stuff. And so I usually have a prayer and intention that I set when I pull cards too. Okay, just doing a little setting up there. I usually just ask, just like our prayer and the intention that I set this morning that I said, I usually just call in all the beings of 100% pure white light and ask them to allow me to clearly see their messages, to understand them and interpret them in a way that is for the highest and greatest good of all. And of course, we get only messages that are for the highest and greatest good. No messages of things that we can't control or that comes from a darker energy. None of that. We close ourselves to that. I am very open to beautiful angelic messages from these cards. Okay, I think that the deck is telling me I'm done shuffling because it's starting to get stuck. Ooh, I love this as our first card. Okay, so this I'm taking as this is going to set the tone for Me First mornings in March. So here we go. Transformation. Archangel Zadkiel. So it says here, thank you, Zadkiel, for supporting me to transform from my past challenges. I love this. I love this to set the intention for the beginning of the week. It's great. For the beginning of the month, March, it's great. You know, the fact that we are at the anniversary of everything shutting down, we're approaching that this month. Well, we're going to be, we're in the midst of it this month. So I love that it says, thank you for supporting me through to transform from my past challenges. 2020 was a big challenge for pretty much everyone, at least most people that I know and connect with, and in my community. I think a lot of people had a rough time with 2020, 2021, not necessarily lining up to be that much more spectacular at this point, but at least we kind of have a little bit more knowledge. We have more tools. We have more of an idea of what we're dealing with, right? And so this is what transformation is all about, right? Transformation is about awareness. It's about applying the tools and the strategies that you've picked up along the way with these challenges and using them to step into the next level, to step into your next phase of life, whether it be professional or personal. And I think everybody's going through this big personal upheaval right now, or has been going through personal upheavals. And that definitely affects your family life. It definitely affects your professional life. It definitely affects your mental well-being. And so my mission here is to be here for you and help support you as you face these challenges, and maybe give you some tips and tools and strategies that you can use for yourself, and then you can spread it to your friends and to your family. And if you think this is useful, then please spread the word and have your friends join us in the morning. Okay, so that is our card, and I promised I wasn't going to take too much time today, even though I definitely could talk forever about this topic, but I really want to talk about making decisions. So I find that sometimes our biggest struggle is in making decisions, is deciding which way to go when we're faced with something. And very often when we're struggling, we don't know what to do, right? Because we take our past situations, right? We take our past examples, we take our past experiences, and usually we think of the ones that maybe we had a really hard time with, or things that we, maybe we feel that we failed at. And those are the ones that are highlighted the most in our memory, right? We think back and we go, well, that didn't work, and that didn't work, well, and that didn't work. So, what should I do now? It failed those many times, or I failed here, here, and here. How do I move forward and find success? And this can be with anything, right? It can be, how do you find success in business? How do you find success in a relationship? How do you find success with having patience for your children? Whatever your challenge might be, I'm not going to judge you. So one of the things that I take my clients through, and I put myself through, and I do it as much as I can, is I take them through a process with the Me First formula. So the Me First formula, Me First is actually an acronym, and I am going to introduce the whole thing to you tomorrow, and we're going to start with finding our GPS word. And I talk a lot about the GPS word, and it is exactly what it sounds like. It is sort of, your GPS, meaning you are tuning and calibrating to that word. And we're going to talk a lot more about that tomorrow. But when you find your GPS word or idea or foundation or your ideal vision, your ideal feeling, that's what we're going to talk about tomorrow, then what we need to do is we need to embody that in each and every day, in each and every choice, in each and every action that we take. It needs to be connected to and aligned with who we want to be and how we want to feel all the time, right? So if you're miserable right now and you don't want to be miserable anymore, or you're exhausted, or you're whatever it is that you're feeling right now that doesn't feel good to you or that isn't working for you, you have to learn how to shift out of that feeling and shift into the feeling that you want, even before things start to materialize for you. And that's really the key. And yes, I'm talking about manifestation in one aspect, but I'm talking about true transformation that happens. It really is from the inside out. You have to shift your perspective first. You have to shift how you feel about things, how you look at things. That has to happen first before you start to see things on the outside reflecting what's going on the inside, right? And this, the same thing happens in reverse very often. The sadness or depression or anxiety that we feel it energetically first. Energetically, we feel it as a disconnection. Something is not quite right. Something's off. We're not feeling ourselves, right? And then it could be weeks or months or years down the road, we start to see physical symptoms of these things that just aren't right because we've spent too much time disconnected. We spent too much time out of alignment. Now, I don't know if you know what alignment is, but it really is like being lined up with who you want to be and who you are, right? Because we already are the people we want to be. That it's not like you magically become another person. And, I'm going to talk a lot about transformation. I'm going to talk a lot about shifting in these Me First mornings. But really, at the end of the day, the most important thing to remember is that you already are who you want to be. You just have to notice. You just have to become aware. You just have to start to believe that the gifts and talents that you have are enough and that you can apply them to just about any situation. And of course, you hone your skills. There is improvement. There is expansion and growth like anything else, right? Like as a baby, you learn how to walk, right? And, and then you get a little older and you run and maybe you want to run a marathon and your plan is to run a marathon. Well, you don't have to learn how to walk to run a marathon, right? You already know how to walk. You already know how to run. So all you really need to work on in this marathon is your endurance. All you need to do is get your body caught up with your strategy, right? And just let your body kind of get used to the muscle memory of running for an extended period of time. You're expanding your breath capacity. You're expanding your capacity for exercise, right? And so here we are going to expand our spiritual capacity. We're going to expand our emotional capacity. We're going to expand our energetic awareness of what we're putting into our daily life and what we can get out of our daily life. And so that is the main goal of the Me First formula, is that if things are feeling off, or if you're feeling stagnant, or if you're feeling out of alignment or disconnected from yourself, then you're going to be able to use these tools. And I will be giving you several tools, of course, because we're going to be together every morning, Monday to Friday, throughout the month of March. I will show up here and I will talk about something, hopefully something useful and something that you can take with you as inspiration. But I will be showing up here every morning giving you one of those tools. So the Me First formula we will be covering tomorrow. And we will be more specifically going into the GPS and finding your GPS word. So bring a journal, bring a piece of paper or a pen, bring a candle. I always have some sort of candle running to set the intention in the morning. And I want you to be ready to start to figure this out. Now, what I'm doing with you is essentially I'm kind of covering the coursework for the Me First formula program with you throughout this month. It's something that I've been working on for a really long time. I came up with the Me First formula about 10 years ago, and I've been tweaking it and working on it and adding and basically applying it to my own life ever since. I've been applying it to clients for the last few years, and I'm really excited to share these things with you. So the one takeaway that I want you to think of today is I want you to think, how do you make decisions, right? Do you have a process that you go through to make decisions? Do you, feel into what you want? And this Me First formula is going to help you make decisions, because once we find that GPS word or feeling or phrase or idea of what we want to embody or who we want to become in the future, because we always look at things like in the future sense, but really it's right now, then we're going to do our best to apply things in the present. So what do I mean by that? So if you're someone who is looking for more peace in their life, or maybe more excitement, then you have to figure out how in the now you can begin to add that into your day. How can you incorporate the thing that you want to feel most? How can you incorporate that right now? And one of the toughest things for people is abundance, right? It's like, I need more money. I want more money. I need to make more. And maybe you're having trouble paying the bills. Maybe you recently lost your job. And these are serious, serious challenges. But when you are, deciding your next step, what you want to do is consider what is getting you closer to that feeling that you want. What decision is going to bring you closer to that feeling? So if you are looking for more abundance, then obviously you have to kind of find the abundance in your current life right now, even if you're not making a lot of money, even if you don't have enough. Figure out the ways in your life with which you can sort of grasp onto the enoughness, right? And say, well, I have a lot of love in my heart. I have a lot of love in my family. No, it doesn't pay the bills, but I feel the abundant love. I feel like I'm being taken care of in a different way. And I'd really like that feeling to extend to my financial reality, right? And you can just start to feel that love, that being taken care of. And when you're deciding between which job to take, for example, or which job to apply for, or which course to launch next if you're an entrepreneur, or how to approach more clients. Think about how you want to embody your success. Who are you going to be? And we're going to talk about that too. We're going to talk about alter ego and how you can apply your, sort of higher self, or maybe someone you admire, and how you can apply that to your situation to make the decisions that you want to make. Because it's really important that you're grounded in what you want when making a decision. So you cannot make a decision in fear if you want to feel free, right? If you want to feel freedom, then the decision you make has to be made with that idea of freedom. What is the freest choice that I can make? What is the most abundant choice that I can make? What is the most peaceful choice that I can make? And we're going to work on that tomorrow. So make sure that you come and you show up tomorrow, because we're going to go deep dive into the Me First formula, beginning with the GPS word. We're going to connect you, or my goal, I say we, like, I guess I'm used to saying we because I usually have a partner. I'm going to help connect you to what makes you feel powerful, what makes you feel successful, and what makes you feel abundant. And we're going to work on that together. And my goal is that for the month of March, we are going to help shift things in a direction that feels fulfilling and peaceful and freeing and successful. That is my hope for you. That is my intention for you, is that you join me every morning, Monday through Friday, right here on Facebook. And we're going to go through this together. And I'm going to help you add a little bit more mindfulness to your day. Maybe a little pep in your step when we get some good energy card from the Oracle. And I'm going to be here to support you. Feel free to ask questions. Feel free to make comments. Feel free to drop an emoji. And I wish you a really beautiful and glorious day. Thank you so much for being here. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.